Hey everybody, welcome back to Wicked Good Sports. This is Patriots Extra Point. We're joined as always by Chad Perry. Chad, how you doing?
Fantastic. How are you?
Doing quite well. I would imagine pretty exciting week of or weekend of football for you. Got a very dramatic comeback. Felt, very almost dare I say Tom Brady. Yes, you're wearing the jersey now out of Mac Jones. But yeah, what are your thoughts about the Texans and Patriots game?
Yeah, repping the Brady jersey because he had a hell of a weekend.
Hey, you don't need
But
to
yeah, in
tell
terms of
me.
the oh yeah, they faced the Dolphins. Whoops.
Yep.
But um, but yeah, Mac had another good day. I feel like we keep saying the same things about him every week that he's getting better. His stats are never like over the top impressive,
Right.
but I mean for a rookie, he's doing really well, and I can't complain. Finally they're getting these tight ends the ball, which is what I think
Right.
all of us Pats fans have been dying for. I mean, they spent so much money on these two like top tier tight ends in the league,
Mm,
who are both like they're basically like little wide receiver, well, big wide receivers.
right.
So it's like get them the ball. So finally, we get Hunter Henry kind of showing himself as the one, and then
Yeah,
one.
he had the winning touchdown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So I mean, anytime we win, it's great. It's sad that it takes a comeback to beat the damn Texans, but a
yeah.
win is a win.
Mm,
So I'm happy with it. I mean, and I think most of us kind of thought this was probably going to be a win, and then we're like, "Oh crap, it's too close of a game
right.
for the Texans." But no, I'll take a W any day of the week.
No, absolutely. And I have to get your thoughts on probably the second worst fake punt I've ever seen in my entire life. I guess it wasn't a fake punt. It was a real punt. It was just a fucking disaster. What were your thoughts on that moment, and how did it change the momentum of the game?
I didn't even know that you could double punt. I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm,
So, um, but yeah, I think it's just a crazy play, whether you call it an amazing play or just a cool accident. Is
mm,
I don't know, but it was so cool to see. It was fun to watch, and
yeah,
that's one that's going to be a highlight from this season.
right. Yeah, no, definitely like up to
Better or
that
worse.
point, the Texans were fairly in control of the game. They do a weird, like, oh, is the punter going to throw it? What's he going to do? He's going to kick it right into the head of his offensive lineman. All right, good stuff. Good, very unconventional. And then that was really
And
all
then
they
punt it
needed.
again.
Yeah, all they needed was for them to mess up, and then the Patriots had good field position, and hey, the rest is history, as they say.
You love to see it.
Yeah,
Anytime someone doinks a ball off someone's head, I think it's the most funny thing in the world. So
yeah. No, I was so when I was watching it because I was watching like Dolphins and Bucks and Patriots also like at the same time, and like
yeah,
when that play was happening, I was like, "What the fuck are they doing?" And then it happened, and I literally like couldn't stop myself from laughing like out loud. I was like, "That was bad. That was real bad." But yeah, I mean, other than that, what are your thoughts? Anything that you think needs to be improved upon going into next week?
I think just keep this passing game as it is. These
Mm-hmm.
short passes, accurate, that are guaranteed like 5 to 7 yards. If we keep doing that consistently, sooner or later that's going to open up the playbook. That's going to open up the offense to some of these deeper passes. And, it's the Pats offense. I'm not a player. I don't know, but I've heard that they have a hard playbook to
Mm-hmm.
learn. So it's impressive that Jones is able to one keep up. I think they're kind of dumbing it down for him in a way, but
Sure.
once he settles in, I feel like this offense can really start throwing it down the field a bit more. I mean, we don't really have speed guys on our team, but
Right. Yeah.
15 to 20 yard passes maybe coming towards the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's funny that you say that you're watching both games because I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings
Mm-hmm.
and they had the Patriots on, of course,
Of course.
but they had like every game on,
Mm-hmm.
and being from New England, everyone still cheers for Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So like every other like 10 seconds, so people are like,
A lot
yeah,
of
fuck
cheering.
yeah. And I'm like, nothing happened. And then I
Mm-hmm.
look at the Bucks. I'm like, oh, another Mike Evans touchdown. That's what
Yeah.
they're cheering about. Guys have TB12 gear on. I'm just like, Jeez, guys, I'm not even that bad. I mean, I'm wearing a Brady jersey. I can't talk, but like, cheer for the Pats. Screw Brady. I mean, I still hit amazing weight,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that was a brutal one for sure. Not to get too sidetracked, but yeah, Antonio Brown really killed them. Tom Brady still amazing. I don't know if he's ever gonna stop being amazing at this point. It seems like he's pretty locked in, even though
yeah,
he's
that
old.
that
But
offense, that offense is just so stacked. Like
and
it's
doing it
unbelievable.
all
When
even
Antonio
without
Brown,
Gronk.
yeah, yeah, when Antonio Brown's your third wide receiver and he's being covered by like the third
Mm,
cornerback, most likely, it's like what can you even do? And then you still have Gronk who's not even playing. They're still putting up,
yeah,
insane numbers. I mean, Brady's on pace for 6,000 yards this season,
Jesus
which is,
Christ.
I mean, it is a 17-game season, so you got to
Mm,
add that little
yeah,
asterisk going
mm,
forward. But still, like, that's just stupid.
yeah. All right, so moving on from this week, we got the Cowboys up next for the Patriots. What are your thoughts on that matchup? Quick before we get out of here.
Ugh. I feel like this is going to be a very hard fought game.
Mm,
Um, the Cowboys are a very explosive offense. Their
mm,
defense is not there, but I mean, it's got to come down to can the Pats keep up with them? Can
mm,
the Pats outscore them? And defensive wise, I think we can maybe hold them in check a little bit, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Cowboys put up 30, 35 points on us, and we got to score that. And that's the
mm.
problem with the Patriots right now is they're not scoring as much as we should.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. I think the Cowboys are one of the better teams in the NFC. They played
For sure.
Tampa competitively. They've won like every other game, so I think it's going to be a tough week, of course. But hey, we'll see. I mean, the Patriots shut down Tampa Bay's offense pretty well. Um,
Yeah, the
David
Pats almost
David
beat them.
Mills had whatever like 200 yards and two touchdowns against the
It
Patriots.
was
Well, Tom Brady had no touchdown, so still doesn't
it
make
was
sense to me. But
280 and three touchdowns.
mm,
So I don't know what the hell is going on. I think Belichick he wanted to win that game, so I think
yes,
he brought out everything. But like, how do
yeah,
you not bring out everything for every game? Every game's a must win. The NFL.
I agree. I agree. But yeah, that was interesting to see him play so well. But yeah, we'll see what happens this weekend. Anything else you want to add before we get on out of here?
No, I'm feeling good about this team. Let's hopefully we can make a wild card, make the playoffs, and see how far we can go.
Awesome. Well, Chad, where can they find you online?
Find me on Instagram at ChadleyJP and on Twitter at ChadPerry25 somewhere here.
Yeah, so right around there. Follow him
Yeah,
there. You can follow me on Twitter at the Fake Bar. That's BMARR. Channels on Twitter at Wicked Good Sport or WG Everything. Instagram Wicked Good Everything. Twitch at twitch.tv/Wicked Good Everything. And on TikTok, search Wicked Good Everything. And I promise we have a Wicked Good Sport TikTok coming sooner than later. Some ideas. So hopefully get some stuff going there. Chad, thank you so much for your time.
always a pleasure.
And we will see you all in the next one.